Welcome back to Arsenal News TV, and today we're going to first look at Arsenal offering two players in Lautaro Martinez swap, but Inter Milan make counter proposal, and then we're going to look at Arsenal's £25 million James Maddison backup told he can leave this summer amid transfer links. So the first transfer headline states that Arsenal offer two players in Lautaro Martinez swap, but Inter Milan make counter proposal. So reports are stating that Arsenal are continuing their summer revamp and have reportedly made a transfer offer for Lautaro Martinez. Arsenal reportedly offered two players to Inter Milan in a bid to prize forward Lautaro Martinez from the Serie A champions. Gunners boss Mikel Arteta is overseeing a major overhaul of his squad following a disappointing 2020-2021 campaign. Several senior stars are set to be replaced by fresh faces as the Spaniard looks to seriously improve on an 8th place Premier League finish. Arsenal will not compete in any major European competition next season for the first time in over a quarter of a century. A poor campaign and no European football might have already made Arsenal a tricky sell for potential signings this summer, but they have already spent over £70 million on Ben White, Albert Sambi-Lokonga and Nuno Tavares. The Telegraph reported earlier this week that a forward is likely to be on the next position targeted for an upgrade, with Inter's Martinez on Arsenal's shortlist. An opening offer has included a player exchange deal that will see Hector Bellerin and Alexandre Lacazette move to the San Siro, according to journalist Peter O'Rourke on the Football Terrace podcast. However, he goes on to insist that Inter will only accept a £65 million straight cash offer and do not want either of the players. Lautaro Martinez scored 17 goals as Inter won their first top-flight title since their all-conquering 2010 side. It is unclear whether Arsenal will be prepared to pay the fee up front, having only just spent £50 million on Brighton defender Ben White. The 23-year-old became the club's first marquee arrival of the summer when he agreed a transfer last week. He joined Sambi-Lokonga and Nuno Tavares in arriving at the Emirates Stadium as part of the revamp constructed by Mikel Arteta and technical director Edu. Midfielder Lokonga has signed from Anderlecht in a deal worth around £15 million, while left-back Nuno Tavares has been captured from Benfica for £8 million. Both players are 21 and are seen as individuals who can make a long-term contribution to the club. Despite signing Sambi-Lokonga, Arsenal continues to be widely linked with more midfielders. Leicester City boss Brendan Rodgers has been forced to deny links with Fox's star James Maddison. Mikel Arteta lost last season's loanees Dani Ceballos and Martin Odegaard at the end of the campaign, with both players returning to parent club Real Madrid. That means there is likely space in Mikel Arteta's ranks for another midfielder, while a forward is clearly wanted. Meanwhile, Inter are set to lose fellow striker Romelu Lukaku in the coming weeks, which could drive up the valuation of Lautaro Martinez. Sky Sports claimed that Lukaku has asked the Italian side to accept Chelsea's next offer, having seen two bids rejected. The Belgian is keen to return to his former club, whose boss Thomas Tuchel is keen to sign a striker this summer after seeing his side frequently misfire last term. So it looks like Arsenal for two players in Lautaro Martinez swap deal, and this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Arsenal's £25 million James Maddison backup told he can leave this summer amid transfer links. So the reports are stating that French midfielder Houssem Aouar was closely monitored by Arsenal last year and is still available this summer if the price is right. Arsenal are desperate to bring in an attacking midfielder this summer in a bid to create more chances next season. The Gunners struggled to unlock low blocks last term, with no Arsenal player managing to register more than 38 key passes across the 2020-2021 Premier League campaign, almost 60 less than the Manchester United's Bruno Fernandes, who lead the league in that category. Therefore, as revealed back in June, Chief Executive Edu has identified Leicester City's James Maddison as his number one target to fill the attacking midfield role at the Emirates, with the 24-year-old managing to notch 52 key passes last term, despite missing several games through injury problems. It is understood that the Brazilian has offered four players in a player plus cash deal for the former Norwich City star, with Hale graduates Reece Nelson, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Joe Willock and Eddie Nketiah all discussed as potential makeweights in the deal. However, it appears that the Foxes are not interested in taking any of Arsenal's players and would prefer a cash-only deal for the Englishman, who is open to moving to the Emirates this month. The East Midlands club are reportedly holding out for a fee in excess of £60 million for James Maddison, which could be too much for the Gunners given they have already spent almost £80 million to bring Ben White, Albert Sambi-Lokonga and Nuno Tavares to North London. Former loanee Martin Odegaard, who Real Madrid have reportedly placed a £42.5 million price tag on, has been discussed as a viable option, but Arsenal could instead opt to go for Lyon's Houssem Aouar, considering the French outfit are likely to accept an offer just north of £20 million. In fact, the French club's new boss Peter Bosz has claimed that the 23-year-old can leave this month if a suitable bid is lodged. Houssem Aouar, he can leave. This is modern football. Up until the last moment, he can leave, Bosz told French outlet butfootball.fr. Houssem Aouar averaged a whopping 4.65 shot creating actions per game last term, considerably more than any Arsenal player managed across the 2020-2021 Premier League campaign. And with Mikel Arteta and Edu heavily interested in Houssem Aouar previously during the summer of 2020, where they did opt to go for Thomas Partey instead of Houssem Aouar in a good last-minute deal to sign Thomas Partey for £45 million, but Lyon were asking for £50 million plus for Houssem Aouar previously, but their price tag has considerably diminished after the fact that they didn't make Champions League football due to one of Arsenal's own William Saliba scoring that last-minute winner to prevent Lyon making it into the Champions League qualifiers, and with Lyon's financial difficulties playing a huge role in why Houssem Aouar's value has diminished to a large extent as well, and with on top of Houssem Aouar wanting to leave the club under new manager Peter Bosz, and with Memphis Depay already leaving the club to join Barcelona, Houssem Aouar's preference is to join Arsenal, and he does want to make the Arsenal transfer, but it all depends on Arsenal if they want to make that £25 million move for Houssem Aouar, as he has been told he can leave, and he is a signing that I think could be a great addition on the cheap for Mikel Arteta. So we will have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. Make sure you check out the FA Cup poster using the special link I have put below in the description, and smash that like button to see if you can reach 30 likes. Also subscribe for more daily videos and share the video with your Arsenal friends and family. Click one of the latest videos on the screen and I'll see you there.